This is James and Kathy Flowers, and we're the Family Life Institute of the Inland Empire. And we're here to share with you Relationships 101, and that deals with families, relationships, individuals, singles, divorced parents, anyone that is in relationship with another person. There's so many different aspects of relationships, and we just want to talk to you a little bit today about the importance of leadership in relationships.
We're talking from the concept of that comes from family wellness, and family wellness. One of the first segments of family wellness begins by talking about parents as leaders and then parents as models. And under parents as leaders, there's three basic themes and basic focuses. And the first one is parents as leaders have to make rules. And the second one is that parents as leaders have to stick together. And then the last one is parents as leaders have to stay in charge. Okay, and so parents as leaders, they make rules. There's chaos in the family where there's no rules. If you ever tried to do a demonstration with a magnifying glass where you take the energy from a light and focus it, and it's much more intense. It can burn through paper when it's focused. But you take the same energy and scatter that energy or spread it all out where it's not being used, it's not efficient, and so it won't do nothing like that. It's not effective like that. And so is families when there's no rules, because rules create boundaries, and that helps the family and their energies become focused.
I'm wondering if you as a parent have ever thought about your role as a leader. Maybe you've just seen yourself as the provider, maybe the disciplinarian, maybe the person that makes sure that your children go to school and receive what's necessary for everyday life. But those children are looking to you as someone that they can look up to. You never know what your child is thinking, because they're not going to have that conversation with you, but they're always watching how you model behavior. You might say one thing and do something totally different, and for the child that brings confusion. And as leaders, we need to not bring confusion, but bring a sense of, I am here as a leader, and this is what is important in families. And so as a leader, either a mom or a dad or even a caregiver, a grandparent, you have so much responsibility that is on your shoulders to make sure that your children understand leadership and how important that is in relationships.
And so as we begin to talk about this, and we don't have a lot of time, but obviously you can't go very far when you're talking about parents as leaders without actually talking about leadership. And so let's define leadership. Leadership is simply influence, nothing more and nothing else. And so if you don't have influence, then actually you're not the leader. And there's 5 different levels of influence that leadership carries with it. And the first level of influence is position. And its beginning level of influence, there's nothing wrong with it. The position level of influence is people follow you because they have to. It's your right because you inherit a title or you have the title. It's like the boss versus the employee. People follow you because they have to. And there's nothing wrong with that level of influence if you don't stay there. The problem in families is we just try to stay there and expect our children to follow us because we're the mom or we're the dad. They're going to actually outgrow that a little. And so if you don't develop influence to the next level, you're going to be in trouble. So, and then the next level of influence is permission. And that level of influence is relationship. The second level is permission, and it's by relationship. And what, excuse me, what that means is people follow you because they want to. You've entered into a relationship, or you've created a relationship where people want to follow you. Whether it's your children or whether it's something that you're over or something like that, people follow you because they want to. And so it's important to not stay in the position level. You actually have to move people into the permission level. And the third level of influence then is production. And people follow you because of the results that you bring to situations. You ever been around people who are task-oriented and they get things done? Well, people like to be a part of a team that gets things done or gets stuff done. Okay, and the fourth level of influence then is people development. And people development, it simply says this: people become loyal to you because of what you've done for them. Okay, they become loyal to you because of what you've done for them. And the idea here is, if you've done it right for so many years, your children, as they grow up and become grown, and they reflect back on all the sacrifices that you made and all that you've done for them, they become loyal to you. You're their mom, you're their dad. They have an attachment to you because of all of the years that you've put into them and all of the work you've done and sacrifice you've made, and the relationship that you've had creates a bonding, and so they become loyal to you. Okay, and the last level of influence is personhood, and what it is respect, and it simply says this: that you've done it so well for so long and for so many people and for so many years, people just have a respect for you. They just have an influence, a respect, a reverence for you because you've done it so well for so many people for so long. And so the idea is to move through the levels of influence. You start at the position level. Your child is born. They enter into a position. You become the parent. They become the child. They're dependent upon you. But the thing is, you don't want to stay at that level. And it is the parent's responsibility to move through the levels of influence. So at some point, you have to really work on developing a relationship with them. It's important for dads. Moms have a kind of a head start because of the birth, and they have a natural bonding to the child. But the dad has to actually work on developing a relationship with their children.
Hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you are a parent, if you have children, perhaps you're a single parent and you're saying, you know what, this is so difficult for me and I find myself stretched in so many ways. And if you are a single parent and you find that you're challenged in trying to be not only a parent but a leader as well, especially if you have boys, always look for someone in your immediate circle of family or friends, or maybe a coach or a teacher, someone that can help you raise that child so that, especially if you have a boy, that child will be able to listen to another man. So if you have a strong male role model in your circle of influence, always tap into that and ask for help when you feel that you need it. This is James and Kathy Flowers of the Inland Empire Family Life Institute, and we're just so glad that you spent some time with us. We have some events that are coming up soon, and we'd like to invite you to that. We have Survival Skills for Healthy Families, and that's a family wellness program that we have throughout the year, and that will be held here at Center of Christ Ministries in the city of San Bernardino. The address is 468 West 5th Street in San Bernardino. And those dates are, let's see, January 5th, 12th, 19th, and the 26th, and also February the 2nd and the 9th. And that's from 7:30 in the evening until 9:30 in the evening. And this gives parents a real good chance of being able to attend our classes. Pre-registration is required, and it's just $5 a night. So we encourage you, if you're a parent and perhaps you are struggling with how to really be the best parent you possibly can be, we're here to help. We're here to assist in whatever way that we can. If you'd like to call us, if you need more information, you can look us up on the website, and that's www.familylifeinstituteie.com, or give us a call at 909-923-3179. Until next time, we look forward to spending more time with you, and we hope that Relationships 101 is a blessing to you and that you find it helpful.